show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in peace magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.
I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera act. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180! I got it! Slam! Hey, alert!
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? Let's go, team.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
We want it. Come to my work. Show it up. Show it up. Check.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the slip. Follow. Orbit.
Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Push him back. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the curl.
On 3rd down, Winston. He sets the and got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
Garoppolo on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Gay now set to kick it off.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The 32-yard line.
Here we go,
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think of this game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Winston. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Bang, 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 bang. Even. Sponge. No. Check 26, check 26.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Ready, black 25, behind. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, watch it. Shift, watch the shift. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Ready? 125.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Check, 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 check.
Throwing, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. I'm going to run you over. Check, check. White. 5 on. Ready to go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Big hold of the 30. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Black 25. Go. Tie that left, tie that left. 4 down. Check. Green, triple team. Go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Shrugs him off. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Here we go. Like 20.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Ready. 280. 56. On that point. Say. 20. Check. Easy. Hey. Echo. 56. Mike. Easy. 56.
Watch the slats.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones.
Go.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Easy. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Man, I got you. Shift. Whip. Hey, 5 on the 50. Check 9. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 31. SOS.
Throwing on second down. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready. Blue way. Flip it. Watch the pass. Mike, 56, right there. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, echo.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. 180.
54. They pick it up, defense.
21.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw is Garoppolo, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Check 15, check 15. Check 3. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Easy. Rush in. Easy. Hey, 56 is the mic.
On second down, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Winston to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Blue 80. 56, right there, 56. Let's go, D. Let him go.
Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, watch that, watch that. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. All day. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Check safety, check safety. Check 37, check 37. Check 52. Out. 6 guard, check 6 guard.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this, a little more pressure-packed for the win. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
it's magic. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball.